Hello, my name is Matt Bird, and welcome to the PublishU Podcast, where we feature the real life stories of authors from around the world. And today I'm delighted to be joined by Jo Bateman from Ascot in the UK, who has written an incredible book called Metopia. Welcome, Jo.
Hi, Matt. Hi, everybody.
Great to see you. Now, I know a little bit about you because we've known each other a little while, but most people that are listening are meeting you for the first time. So why don't you tell a little something about yourself?
Okay, well, as Matt said, I'm Jo Bateman. I live between Ascot and Switzerland. The mountains are my Metopia. Most of my life, I've been involved in human resources. I've always loved developing people, always been interested in people and how the mind works. So that was always in airport retail, which I used to be human resources for 26 airports. Um,
Wow.
I have one.
Just in the UK? 20, are there 26 in the UK
There
or
are. Do you want me to name them all?
No, you don't need to name them all. 26
There
airports
actually
in the
are.
UK?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
obviously the large ones that you know, like Heathrow, Gatwick,
Yeah.
Birmingham, and then there's the much smaller ones like Exeter, Jersey, Aberdeen. But yes, I put the airport retail, as you know it today, and that was in the 80s and 90s. And then I had a beautiful son who's now 30. Um, and then I had a styling business. So I was developing people in how they looked, how they were presented to the world. You only have 3 seconds to make a lasting impression. And that was for men and women. So I really enjoy making people feel good about themselves.
Amazing. And do you feel good about yourself, Jo?
I do, very much so,
Ooh.
especially since I've adopted the Metopia method in the last 10 years.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out a lot more about that. But I wanted to start by asking you, when did you first think about writing a book?
I didn't really want to write a book, but I've always wanted to write this book, certainly since I discovered this way of living in the last 10 years. So it's a lived experience, this book. And I truly do think, especially after the research for the book, I do believe a lot of people, to excuse the pun, are on the same page.
Ba-bum. So Jojo, tell us about the heart of your book, Metopia. What's the key message that it communicates?
So you're probably wondering why I've come up with the name Metopia, because it is in effect a new word. Most of us are, well, all of us are probably looking for utopia, somewhere out there. That's our dream place. That's our paradise. We're looking for peace. We're looking for happiness. What if we've got it wrong and it's actually within us all along? So this is what Metopia explores, because we've never been more connected yet more alone.
Mm.
So really, it's better to look inside you for that than look outside and look for constant validation. It really doesn't make you happier.
Mm. Interesting. So you're saying actually what we're all looking for, this peace and tranquility and centeredness, is actually within us rather than without us.
It absolutely does, Matt.
And when did you first start discovering this for yourself?
So probably about 10 years ago, I probably was that person that had 5,000 best friends. Um, but really, when it came down to that, how many of them were really authentic friends or authentic people? Um, and I felt that the people that really deserved my time, I didn't have time for, because I was busy performing, if you like,
Mm.
for other people. Um, and we've always been told it's better to have more friends, it makes you more popular. Society teaches us that expansion is the best way. More events, more followers, more invitations, more people. And we're being encouraged to get out there and do that. And it's amazing how many people that I talk to that really don't know themselves. What's their favorite book? What's their favorite film? Just simple things like that. They've really never experienced solitude.
So is this a book about solitude, or is it more than that, would you say?
I think the essence of it, you asked me about the essence of the book, and I would actually say the essence is probably solitude. But there's a lot more to build upon than solitude, but it starts with solitude. I really don't think many people spend enough time alone. And that doesn't have to be alone shut indoors, it could be alone out in nature. But lots of people do not spend that time alone.
And so
Or
that alone time makes us, well, once we get over ourselves, can make us comfortable with ourselves and confident with ourselves.
yeah, I think a lot of people as well probably are avoiding something by not being alone. Or they're taught by society that means there's something wrong with you if you want to be alone.
Yeah. So this is really quite countercultural to much of what we're told, isn't it? Get out there,
Completely,
meet
Matt.
people, make yourself known, build your social media. And I see you do all of that, but actually behind all of that for you is this Metopia, as you describe it. You mentioned earlier the Metopia methodology, I think you even called it. Could you could you say a little bit more about that?
Well, the book, Matt, is in three parts.
Mm,
So you have the acceptance phase where you're really analysing your life as it is now. And then we have the withdrawal phase where you start to experience a lot of more time alone. And then once you've done that, we have a whole reconstruction phase where you start to prune your relationships, prune the people around you, um, but not in a contentious way, just gradually moving away. It's not about stressing anybody out. This is about knowing you. And once you've got to the third phase of the book, you would be ready to start putting that into place.
yeah, amazing, really amazing. So let's come back to the book journey itself, Jojo, because you've never wanted to write a book; you've always wanted to write this book,
Yeah.
and that's really really struck me. When you came to write this book, what was there an obstacle that you felt was challenging for you?
Um, well, you probably know the technical side is probably the only challenging thing. Actually, writing the book gave me some really great solitude, and I found it very
Mm,
cathartic. I loved writing the book.
mm.
The technical side, obviously, I'm an older woman taking this on now.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, I do feel the technical side is the only challenging thing, but I've loved writing it, and I hope people love reading it.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. And you did the Writing My Book program with PublishU.
I do.
What did you find most helpful about that, Jojo?
Oh, the continual support, the structure. I would I would never probably have got the book done as quick as I did. And I feel if you don't do it in that 100 days, it would tend to drift on, and it loses its momentum. And I mean, you guys kept me going, really. It was fantastic.
Oh, thank you. And and then within a month or two, you've submitted your book for publication, and it's now been published. It's now globally available. Wow. I
Yeah.
mean, how does that make you feel, Jojo?
Well, to be honest, I really hope it helps people. I mean, because most of the people that I talk to are looking exactly for this, but didn't dare admit it because it's
Mm,
like the taboo that we don't mention that we actually do want more alone
mm,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
alone is not lonely. Aloneness and loneliness are two different things entirely.
Mm, mm. And yeah, and so this is really going to help people. It's going to give them permission, encourage them, affirm them that aloneness is a good and powerful thing, and there are ways to embrace it. Um, for you, what are you hoping is going to come as a result of this book, Jojo? What is it you're hoping is going to come out the other end for
Well,
you personally?
for me personally, well,
Yeah.
I would like to see society change in general, but I feel I'm already in Metopia. I,
Yes.
I mean, I am already. I mean, you know me, and I'm probably the happiest person that anyone ever says that. I mean, I don't have down days. I mean, and you know, I've just fought a battle with cancer. And I don't think I would have got through that had I wasn't strong physically. It was stage 4. But mentally, I was so strong at that point because I'd already been living my Metopia life,
Yeah. Yeah.
that I felt that that got me through. So for me personally, I'm at my Metopia. And I think once you've reached that point, there's not a lot that can take that away from you.
So, Jojo, you mentioned there in passing you had a battle with cancer and now you're through the other side. Did the Metopia approach to life, or how did it help you through that challenging time?
Well, so physically I wasn't strong, but me living the Metopia method for the previous 10 years, mentally I was very strong, and able to get through this. But I do think I didn't, and I apologize to anyone out there that has cancer. It's a horrible journey. But I do feel that I didn't really have a bad day. I almost embraced the cancer because I was very strong, with the Metopia mindset. And I really genuinely do believe that that helped me beat stage 4 cancer.
Wow, incredible. Well, read Metopia to find out more is what you need to do. It's quite an incredible book. And I want to say, Jojo, thank you for joining us today.
Can I just say one last thing that I want to leave you with?
Of course.
The one message I want to give you is be the person that your dog thinks you are. That's authentic.
Be the person your dog thinks you are.
That's true. Be authentic. That's your true
Be
self.
authentic. Oh, Jojo, thank you for that closing thought. And thank you all for joining us today on the PublishU podcast featuring the genuinely real life stories of authors from around the world. If you're interested in becoming an author like Jo, then please do visit our website, www.publishu.com, publishu.com. And if you enjoyed this broadcast, make sure you subscribe for more. Thank you for joining us and goodbye for now.